That is awesome.
That was great.
That was better than I thought.
That was amazing.
That was pretty good.
Turned out so good.
Good job, Cole Burton.
Yeah,
Yes, Cole.
woo. All right.
Excellent work.
Are we?
Joey,
I'm kidding. Oh, what are you doing? Sit down. We're actually live, Tim.
Oh,
We're
no.
kidding. I was going to fake like it was frozen. It's our first time, people. Please just bear with us. But welcome to the first ever Student Life Live right here in our Brook Life.
Woo!
Yeah.
Got the soundboard going.
You might not be in the audience, but we can feel all of you guys at home. And we have Tim with us for this first week.
Hey, Joey.
And Tina.
I'm Tina.
And Sean, of course. And Sean's going to have a couple things going on. He's watching everyone's comments online and replying a little bit. And also, we're going to be playing a game in a little bit, so make sure you're able to comment. So welcome to all you guys, students, if you're our regular students or if you're not our regular students. And, of course, probably the multiple parents that are.
types in the comment box in all caps the word zebra, gets a $5 Starbucks gift card.
Ooh.
Yes, straight out of Tim's pocket.
Oh, Zeke, you don't count. You're his son.
All
First
right.
person to type zebra gets that gift card. Come on, let's go.
I'm not going to do it. All right, while that's happening, question. How has your world changed most during this time?
Well, I've been working from home a lot, which I thought was going to be awesome, but it's actually, I end up working more from working from home. So that's a little weird.
I feel that. I feel like I'm teaching more somehow, but they're learning less.
Even though you guys are at home?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So
Dang.
for all the
Okay.
students watching right now, let's hear it from a teacher. How are things going from your side of everything?
Oh boy, it's been about as fun for me as it's been for all of you. So hang in there. We're figuring it out. I know my kids are. I'll just
So
do the
just really
best we
bad.
can.
Things have been very,
So
very bad for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is the first day I haven't cried.
Oh.
How many
okay.
detentions have you handed out since?
So many.
Yeah.
So many.
She's
Tim.
expelled 3 students.
Tim, that's not true.
But were you crying in the bathroom before this, or was that?
You weren't
Oh, that was
supposed to
Joe.
say anything.
No, that
I'm
was
sorry.
Steven. We'll talk
Oh.
about
Oh, Steven? Yeah.
He's not here
Steven,
to
sorry, buddy.
battle against that.
Didn't mean to call you out.
All right, hold on. All right, we have a little segment we're going to do. It is called the Dadliest Catch. And we want to encourage you guys, if you have not done this yet, or maybe you don't even know about it, we're going to be doing this randomly throughout the next couple of weeks. So pay attention to what this is. Try to capture clips of your dad doing something very dadly. Send it to us, and you might make one of these shows coming up in the next couple of weeks. But we do have a few that we can watch this week. We had a few submissions, so let's watch some of them and see what happens.
All right, guys. The video I'm about to show you is very,
Is he a
very
hostage?
scary.
South Korea.
What? I hope that's his dad. Otherwise, this
what
is
time it
really
is.
weird.
8:19.
Are we going to get flagged by this?
He's in a stranger's house right now.
Why is he
Wow.
That was
Okay.
That was
sleeping in a
intense.
wrestling move?
That was Elijah, one of our seniors. That one was pretty good. How
was
would you
good.
rate? How would
That
you
was
rate
good.
that one for his dadliest catch?
That was pretty good.
good.
The creepy
Yeah.
factor was there. The real dad life
The
was
drama.
there.
But
The
like
drama
out
was
of
real.
out of 10, like let's give a solid number, like a strong rating, you know?
Wait, it was missing some of that narration.
It was.
Yeah.
Like there was that weird
little more
war scene in the
dialogue.
beginning when Elijah was talking in a bucket hat, but after that, I'm giving it a 7.
I'm saying 6. I'm at a 6.
Ooh.
I love you, Elijah.
I give it
It's a
a
6.
solid 7.5.
You're just
I
being
thought it
so
was
nice.
Wow, okay.
Tim, where are you at?
I'm down to 7.
Okay. All right. Next job, Elijah. Next one. Let's see if we have a couple more. Whose is this?
Yes, I know who this is. Yeah.
Go out there, get him.
Oh,
Get this squirrel.
Oh, a squirrel.
Get up there.
I thought it was a mailman.
to grease that.
it's a lot of clips.
This is gold.
That is the most dad-like dad I've
That
ever
is-
seen.
Oh, wait, okay.
Yes.
Well, the fake mail grab.
I don't
love
think that
it.
was part of it.
1885.
Oh, it just keeps getting better.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I hope Lance is watching.
I hope he knows this is happening. 'Cause- Okay.
Not,
All right.
That was
not bad.
amazing.
Nikki, good job.
Oh, everything
Incredibly
about that
awkward.
was
Incredibly
just
awkward.
beautiful.
All right, what do you guys think? Rate it. Quick. Here we go. Sean.
11 out of
So-
10.
11 out of 10 is
You said
not
Sean,
really close.
Tina.
good. I'm excited.
It was good. It was a lot of dadly catches, but it's not that Crocodile Dundee.
You know, I got to give it a 9 though, just for
Okay.
Nikki's dad.
Okay.
The
All right.
squirrel, though.
I 7.5. I think there were some staged ones, which
True. Cheater.
cheater.
All right, next one. Let's see another one. What?
Someone's socks?
Ooh, sleeping on the wall.
There's no audio.
I'm
Spider-Man.
catching on to a theme here.
In his natural habitat.
He's sleep flexing. I like it.
Watching a movie. While sleeping.
Wow. Okay. All right. Hold on. We're running out of time, so we can't rate them all. So let's do 2 more in a row here.
Hey, Dad, do
Arden.
something kids do in 2020 nowadays.
Arden featuring Arden.
No, they don't do that anymore. Stop. No. No. Oh.
Creativity
Hey,
points.
Dad, do something that kids do in 2020 nowadays.
Good job, Arden.
Well, there's 2.
Yeah, it was good.
Here is Dad Pylant.
Oh,
Here is Dad Pylant in his natural habitat,
We know that guy.
playing video games.
look at him just living the dream.
Say hi.
I hope he knows this is happening or we're fired.
And his dog.
Emma, I hope you told him what this is for. Super dadly.
Cute. Not talking about you.
Okay. Hey, cut this. I don't want to get
Stinger.
fired again. All right, cut.
That
Cut
never
this.
happened.
All right. That was awesome.
fantastic.
But this is Dadliest Catch, and we're going to have more of those every week. If you catch your dad doing something dadly, make sure that you send it in to us. All right. We have a little bit of a commercial for you guys to check out. Watch this commercial, and we'll be back with the game. Congratulations. You've been granted.
Okay.
Well, obviously right now I wish for toilet paper. Well, honestly, I wish right now I could just be with my friends. Whoa! So you're saying there's a Google Hangout happening this week with all my friends? Sick! I wish my legs weren't broken anymore.
Awesome. Nice. Nice
Wow.
job, Timmy.
Really well.
That was good.
I don't know
You
who that
rocked
is,
it, man.
but
You
that
have a
was
future in
great.
acting.
Yeah.
You really
Yes,
do.
main point of the commercial. Google Hangouts middle schoolers are tomorrow on Monday, high schoolers on Tuesday. We'll post more information about that. Make sure you guys are part of those. All right, we have a game right now, and the game is called Extreme Head Counter. And this is how you get to play. It's kind of two-sided. So if you're at home right now, you don't have to just watch us play. We want to encourage you guys to play, and you will actually win a prize. So here's how you play. We're going to show a video. Each round will have its own video, and your job is to count the number of heads that are flying into the screen. There's going to be a couple of rounds that have other items, but we'll tell you ahead of time what those items are. All right, so this is how you play. As you count them, when it's done, the first person to comment the correct number will win that round. Whoever wins the most rounds will win a prize, probably a pizza or something delivered to your house. So we'll contact you more about that. For us, up here on stage, we get to play also,
Yes.
but it's not necessarily about winning. You just don't want to lose. Because at the end of the show, after everything else, before we say goodbye, one of us, whoever loses, let me rephrase that. One of you guys, whoever loses,
Wait.
we've talked about this,
Ah.
is going to get punished.
'Cause he's a
so you have
pastor.
to have a little punishment right here on stage, and it'll be great for everyone to watch, except for us.
I did well.
All right, you guys ready for round one?
Let's
Ready?
go.
Ready?
Let's do it.
You ready?
I'm
Tina.
ready.
Here we go. Round one, you're counting all of the heads that pop onto the screen, and go.
Oh, okay. I know how many I thought.
I think
How many
I
heads
know.
were there? Did anyone comment? Do we have anyone at home trying this? It might be delayed. It's
I
not.
think it is a little
bit.
From
Okay.
Arden. Arden Hyatt says 7.
Whoa! Don't
Okay.
tell them.
First.
Hold on.
That's
You
okay.
keep it-
I've got mine.
All right,
locked
let's
in.
see what we got. Tina, Tim,
I-
Sean, you got to say your answers on the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
7.
7, 7, 8. And the right answer, you have it logged somewhere. Oh, that means you're cheating, isn't it?
It definitely does, but
You're cheating. What's
the
the right
answer is
answer?
7 heads, okay?
7.
There were 7.
All right,
Arden,
you guys both
you
got
it right.
We have no
Yeah.
losers. And who was the first student?
First
How do you-
student was
how do you
Arden.
high five?
Good
Arden.
job.
Nice job. So far, you have 1 point.
Too close.
Everybody else in the entire world has 0. All right, round 2. You guys ready? Counting again all of the heads that pop into the screen.
Hey, that was me.
Yeah, and Matt Hager. Juice.
Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Are you sure about that?
Is that my dad? All right. You
Dan? Mom?
guys ready for your answer? Sean, you're not allowed anymore because you're cheated.
Deal.
Because you made it.
He needs
Well-
a guess. Give him a chance.
Okay, fine.
That's the only
Count
way
of
I
3.
can win.
1, 2, 3.
23.
15.
22.
18. You said, what'd you say?
23.
Tim, you got the point on that one. Tina, you're our biggest loser so
got
far.
excited when I
Besides
saw
Sean,
my
who cheated.
It's very
Sorry,
true.
And me,
Was it
who doesn't
23
have
on
to
the
play.
I'm looking at the answers right now. It was 22. So you were close,
Did,
but
did
one
we
off.
have anyone at home?
Let's see.
Did Arden come in again?
It looks like the first person was Nikki Coulter.
Whoa!
Leader
Whoa,
win.
All right, all right.
Nikki, are you
Leader,
cheating?
nice.
Be
1
honest.
point Arden, 1 point Nikki. Here we go. Round 3. Wait, don't play it. You're counting all the heads, but this time there's some distractions. There's a little bit of a virus. Don't count the virus. Here we go. Whoa.
Oh, no. That was a lot.
Ooh.
The Donald. All right. I lost count. So count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
42.
41?
I have to say, Tim nailed it. It was 42.
42.
Yes!
Are you
Nice.
cheating?
All right.
Are
Can you read
cheating?
this? Oh, I mean, I made it, so
Tim
I just
can't
kind of
read.
have to.
All right. Anyone at home get this one?
Oh, well, we have to see. 1 second.
All right.
Looks
Let's
like
see
it
what we got.
was-
Tina, I'm really sorry.
I don't want to give on it.
I know.
I'm trying really hard.
It looks like the first student to get it right was Charlie Hyatt.
Let's go.
All of you
We
Hyatts,
have
you are
3 different
killing it at
people.
these games.
We only have 2 more rounds, time for 2 more rounds. So one of the 3 that won so far, hopefully we'll get another one. All right, next round is you're only counting toilet paper. Toilet paper. Here we go.
Get those TPs.
Scarcity.
Beautiful picture.
Charmin.
It's worth money
Ultra
now. Mike,
I started counting.
Anna.
Look, it's our middle school leaders. Woo!
Holy cow. All right, here we go. Do you feel confident this time?
I'm feeling a little better about this. one.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
3.
3.
That's the right answer?
It's 3.
All right, so you
Not
both,
bad.
you both got it right, so that doesn't help really
No, it
your
doesn't
case.
help me.
Any students or I guess adults at home that got this one?
So as of right now, it looks like Charlie Hyatt got it again with 3.
Nice job, Charlie. All right, last round. Tim, this one is counting all of the Tims that you see.
Do I count myself?
Yes, only yourself.
No, like,
No, just this.
Oh.
Here
You
we
don't
go.
count. You're one separate Tim.
Cover Tim's eyes, Tina. Cover his eyes.
no, you can't touch me.
I'm at 13.
Okay.
Yep.
Those are some majestic heads and some scary viruses.
Oh my goodness. Here we go. Whoa. Woo! All right. All right. So, do you feel confident?
I mean,
No,
I'm
you don't. I can already tell because you lost no matter what. 1, 2, 3.
6.
Well, you guys got it right in the middle. The correct answer is 5
5.
Tims.
Nice job.
5 Tims.
Wait, we can't.
We got
There,
sanitizer.
sanitizer. Go ahead, do it.
All right.
Faster, please. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, no.
Sit down, Sean. All right, here we go.
It's the last sanitizer in
So
the
back
church.
home, Sean, anyone at home get the correct answer?
So as of right now, it looks like 4, 6, 6, 6, 8, 8.
Wait, are you sure the answer
Conrad.
was 5?
Hyatt got it right with 5.
Are you sure the answer was 5?
Hyatt?
The answer's 5.
All right, who got it?
Conrad.
So Conrad has 2?
Oh my God.
You know, Conrad has 1. Charlie has 2.
Charlie! So
and
Charlie-
Arden has 1.
Charlie, you are a
Their
winner.
house.
We will
around.
contact you. Maybe Sean will contact you during the comments here. You win a pizza. We'll have it delivered out to your house. And here, who is the champ on stage? Tim. So the loser is Tina.
It's me.
Okay.
Oh,
Even though Sean
don't be
cheated,
scared.
but we won't get to
I
that.
promise.
All
I
right.
cheated on purpose.
Listen, at
I
the
did it
end
on
of all of this stuff, we're going to have a little bit of a punishment, but we'll talk about that later. Right now, we're going to transition to another incredible commercial featuring some people you probably know. And then after that, we're going to get into worship and the message for the night. So check out this commercial.
Steven, no, I saw the virus.
Hello? Joey?
Steven, it's me. It's Joey, your friend Joey.
Yeah, I know it's you. I have caller ID.
Listen, I'm out of food. I ate my entire stockpile in 2 days. I've been living off of Juju cinnamon bears and lemon drops and Doritos, and mostly Mountain Dew, which probably explains why I'm so dehydrated. I don't know what to do anymore, and I know that you always have the answers. Please tell me what I can do. All I have left is this.
When did you get a cat?
It's my neighbor's cat. Stop asking questions, Steven. Listen. I need you now more than ever. You look so good and normal. And I'm exhausted. I'm done.
Why don't we just meet up on Thursday and we can talk about this? In fact, why don't we all meet up on Thursday and we can talk about this? Join us Thursday night, 6:30 for our show, The Socially Distant Show. See you there.
Hey everybody! Hey, good to see you. Actually, I don't see you, but I know what you're about to. I know what you're thinking. You don't actually expect us to be in our homes and stand up and sing like we would on a Sunday night, right? Actually, that's exactly what I'm expecting. So I don't know, video yourself doing it or something. But have a little fun. We're gonna sing the song "Glorious Day," which I know a lot of you love, and so. Sing with us. You ready, Nate?
Ready.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was buried beneath my shame. Who could carry that kind of weight? It was my tomb till I met you. I was breathing but not alive. All my failures I tried to hide. It was my tomb till I met you. You called my name and I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness into your glorious day. You called my name and I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness into your glorious day. Now your mercy has saved my soul. Now your freedom is all that I know. The old me knew Jesus when I met you. Let me hear ya. You called my name and I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness into your glorious day. You called my name and I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness into your glorious day. I needed rescue, my sin was heavy. Chains break at the weight of your glory. I needed shelter, I was an orphan. Now you call me a citizen of heaven. When I was broken, you were my healing. Now your love is the air that I'm breathing. I have a future, my eyes are open, 'cause when you call my name, I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness into your glorious day. You called my name and I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness into your glorious day. Hey! All right. Let's pray real quick as we kind of transition into a message. God, thank you so much for your, just the creativity it is to worship you and to figure out ways to be together as a community, as a family. And I just pray for each and every one of us that is present right now, wherever that may be, that we can be together. And I pray that you would challenge us with this lesson here tonight, and that we would sense your presence and that you'd be with us. In Jesus' name, amen.
Hey, what's up, Brook Life Church and Student Life Ministries? It's your boy AC Sanford coming to you live from Los Angeles, California, aka Desert Island. There's nobody out right now here in LA, even though there's like 20 million people that live here. It's like 3 people out on the street. Hey Barb, how you doing? I don't know her. Anyway, listen, happy to be with you guys over the next little bit, next couple of weeks, as we look at what it means to live an after you life. Jesus calls us to live a life serving each other. And that's what we're gonna be diving into over the next couple of weeks. Listen, do me a favor, dive deep, learn what you gotta learn, really dig into it. Excited to be here with you guys, have some fun. Can't wait to see what God does through it all. Talk to you later. Oh, what's up, y'all? I'm watching this clip on Instagram of this kid getting crossed up. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh man, and then he get crossed up, he goes from the left and the right. Let's watch it again. Wow. Ah, this is funny. It's hilarious, bro. Crazy video, right? Yeah. But did you see Big Bird in the back playing 2 guitars? Yeah, he was right there. You didn't even see it. You know why you didn't see it? Because you were not paying attention. Happens to me all the time. Sometimes I cannot tell where my keys are at. Mama! Mama, where my keys at? Mama! Mama, where my keys at? You holding them in your hand. Oh. Also, I hate how into myself I am. You know, I live in my neighborhood and I'm never even thinking about the homeless people around me. I live in LA. Homeless people are everywhere and I just glide past them like I'm in my own iPhone commercial. And that's the point that we're talking about today, guys. All the stuff that we fail to notice. And I'm like the worst at this. One time when I was in 6th grade, I was like pretending to be a British clown in my social studies class, because you know, middle school. I was really loud while my teacher was teaching. Everybody else had stopped talking, she stopped talking, and everybody was turned at me, and I'm still doing the British clown voice. But I said, Mama, I want some more clown makeup. I don't know, it was awkward, it was weird, it was the mid-90s, who cares? Another time I was at homecoming and this girl started dancing on this guy, and all the other boys started taking pictures, and I didn't stop them. Then Monday morning comes along and all the pictures are posted on the lockers all around school. The guilt river ran heavy that day because I didn't do anything to stop them when I could have. What would happen if we like took our eyes off ourselves for just like a second to see that other people have needs? Because other people have needs like for real. Like for real. I bet you there's a guy in one of your classes that you think, wow, he's got everything together. Truth is, his life is falling apart. His parents are getting a divorce. It's a hot mess. Inside and out. Or maybe there's a super quiet girl that you see at lunch every day that sits alone and you think hates people, but truthfully, she actually would love it if you came up and said hi to her, because you know, she's lonely. Or maybe there's a group of kids that you know that are always like super positive and outgoing and seems like they're always getting like super amazingly good grades. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited that we have a geometry quiz today. Didn't you study over the weekend? I had so much fun studying for this algebra test as well. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But inside, they're actually anxious and terrified that somebody's gonna find out one day how anxious and scared and lonely they actually are. Real people, real problems. You and I fail to notice all the time. I like burgers. I live in LA, so I eat In-N-Out. A lot of y'all live in the Northeast, so you eat Shake Shack. Maybe you from Texas and you eat the trash known as Whataburger. Listen, you do you, I don't judge. Burger is a burger, that's it. Bun, patties, cheese, burger. But now, if one of those burger joints could cure cancer, well, that'd be a heck of a burger joint now, wouldn't it? I bring that up to say, listen, Jesus wasn't the only religious teacher of his day. There were lots of religious teachers. The difference is, he healed and cared about those in need and taught his disciples to do the same. To take care of the sick, the lonely, the oppressed. Give me that scripture though. Jesus feeds the 5,000. The apostles returned to Jesus and told him all that they had done and taught. And he said to them, come away by yourselves to a desolate place and rest for a while. For many were coming and going, and they had no leisure to even eat. And they went away in a boat to a desolate place by themselves. See, Jesus sent his disciples out on a short-term mission trip. They went out on foot and went wherever God told them to go and wherever they were accepted. When they got back, the disciples told Jesus everything that had happened and all that they had done. It was a busy and exhausting trip for all of them. Jesus meets the needs of his disciples and goes with them to get away. People find out. So in verse 33 and 34, now many saw them going and recognized them, and they ran there on foot from all the towns and got there ahead of them. When he went ashore, he saw a great crowd, and he had compassion on them, because they were like sheep without a shepherd. And he began to teach them many things. So they're on their way to go get some rest, and Jesus meets the needs of the crowd that is following them. That's the example that we're meant to follow. In verse 35 through 37, and when it grew late, his disciples came to him and said, this is a desolate place, and the hour is now late. Send them away to go into the surrounding countryside and villages and buy themselves something to eat. But he answered them, you give them something to eat. And he said to them, shall we go and buy 200 denarii worth of bread and give it to them to eat? Look, I don't know what the attitudes of the disciples were like in this passage. Maybe they were just exhausted and wanted the crowds of people to just go away. Who knows? I don't know. But maybe they were doing exactly what Jesus taught them to do. Notice needs. And they did. They noticed when the crowds were hungry. And Jesus just doesn't ask them to notice a need. He asked them to do something about it. And we need to be reminded of that constantly. Yo, it's easier to live a me first kind of life. Teacher, why you gotta be talking so much? I don't wanna be here with no algebra. What I need to know what 3x times y is. I'm tired, got a headache. Can I go home, please? Jesus never once lived a me first kind of life. He always lived an after you kind of life. The Apostle Paul, a dude that came onto the scene after Jesus rose from the dead, he also devoted his life to spreading the message of Jesus Christ. Paul had this to say about living an after you type of life. Do nothing from selfish ambition or conceit, but in humility count others more significant than yourselves. Let each of you look not only to his own interests, but also to the interests of others. Check it out. So that's pretty plain, okay? The Apostle Paul lays it out right there. You could be all about yourself, 100. You could care about nobody else, never caring past yourself. But guess what? Jesus is asking us to live so much greater than that. It's not just about stop being selfish, but how about we start thinking about let's start being selfless. The camera on the front of my phone here is for FaceTime, for video conferencing. When it was first introduced as an invention, that's what it was made for. But soon after that, we as Americans discovered this thing called selfies. Turns out the front camera on your phone isn't made for selfies. It's made for us to connect to one another, not to take pictures of ourselves. But I'm not throwing shade on selfies. Like you like taking selfies, you do you. I'm not throwing shade on you. Oh my gosh, why are you so mean to people who like taking selfies? No, I'm not. That's not me. I'm just saying that's not what it was made for. 3 takeaways. Write this down. Easy ways that you can start to live selflessly and notice other people's needs. Number 1, look. Look up from your phone or whatever distracts you from noticing the needs of other people. When you're in a position to be around other people, whether that's physically or digitally, notice them. Affirm their existence. Notice them in the hallways. Notice them at lunch. Notice them on Instagram. Notice them and affirm them. That's one of the biggest needs that we have as human beings, that someone would just notice and validate our existence. Hey, you look really nice today. I really like your shoes. I really like your hair. And notice them as God has noticed them. Number 2, discover. Ask them questions and then really listen to the answer. Think about what life must be like to be them. Think about what needs they haven't expressed that they must be having. Number 3, do. Once you've truly seen someone and discovered their needs, then do something about them. That's what Jesus is calling us to do, to not just see needs, but do something about them. Listen, guys, I'm hoping as you think about these things and go through these things, you start to look a little bit more like Jesus. His life was all about living a generous, compassionate, selfless, after you type of life. And if you're willing to live an after you type of life, not only are you gonna see the lives of people around you change, but your life will change as well.
Well, I don't know if you guys feel the same way I do when I watch that, but especially right now, I've been feeling led to be a little bit more about other people. I've been a little selfish lately, especially with, okay, so picture this. When everything goes crazy or went crazy, my thing was, I need toilet paper or I need this. I didn't
We all
need it at
felt
all,
that.
right? But it's like that panic kind of situation, and maybe you guys at home can relate with your own situations, but that's what came to my mind with what's going on right now. But I fall into that trap all the time of finding I could be working or so focused on something that's involving me or my life or my situation, and so many things around me are happening that I'm not even paying attention to what other people around me need. So I don't know what you guys think, or if you agree with that, or if you're totally...
Yeah, no, my immediate reaction was, do I have enough? Am I going to be okay? And God's kind of been pulling me to think about all those other people, and it's so obvious after watching that like I kind of missed the message right away, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's funny how, especially when things aren't going the way that we plan, our initial reaction is always us. I thought it was funny, even just in the video he shot in the beginning where he was kind of talking about like where he was. He's in LA, there's so many people, and no one's on the street.
Yeah.
So it kind of begs the question too, you know, how much need is there that maybe we're not seeing and that we're not going to be able to see because we're not around people like we usually would be.
Yeah.
The other thing I was thinking about, and maybe this is where some of your guys' breakouts will go to, is how can we meet needs now or in this situation if we're stuck at home or we can't go anywhere? How can we reach out? How can we provide help in this situation or ask people how they're doing? But again, I see that stuff all over social media as well.
Yeah, I think we're really lucky to have technology. I mean, from a teacher standpoint, like I get to connect with my students even more so than I already am, and it's a gift that we actually have that ability. And I don't know if I'm even using it to the extent that I should, you know?
Yeah, it is pretty neat to see how people are inventing new and creative ways to be in contact with people where before it seemed like our phones were keeping us from being in contact with people, but now that we can't, we're trying to figure out how do we do this now.
No kidding. I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
That's a perfect example. No kidding.
That's a very good example. So,
Yeah.
Well, let's not talk too much about it, unless you have one more big takeaway that you wanted to add.
Man, I think just one more big takeaway, at least for me, from his lesson, was how Jesus went out of his way to be by those people and to show compassion. Because really, that's a challenge that each of us have to be asking ourselves this entire week, and maybe the next month, or we really don't know how long this is going to be. But just how can we go out of our way to care for people when we're not going to get those natural opportunities?
Yeah, another challenge is maybe if you're stuck at home, maybe it's your own family or your siblings or your parents, right? Which is
Looking at you,
also
Hyatt.
very difficult. So, all right. So one of the best things about tonight is that we're still doing breakouts and we're still having a small group experience for all of our students and leaders. So in a little bit, we're going to give you guys instructions on how to join those breakout groups. So let's not talk too much about it because we're going to kind of spoil our own small groups. But there's one more thing we have to do before we go, and that's...
Dun, dun,
Are you sure?
Let's do it!
I don't know.
Let's do it!
It's
We
that
have
time.
the leader punishment, or the host punishment that we're calling it now that we have a stage. Now, Tina, you actually lost, right?
Yes.
Now,
Yes, I
there's
did.
There's a number of
Painfully,
ways.
obviously.
There's a number of ways I want people at home to be involved with this, and we're still playing with the idea. First of all, we'd love your comments and ideas on certain punishments or ideas. So as long as they're appropriate enough, comment on that,
kind.
and we could do some. No, don't be
Especially
kind.
kind.
We're not
Very
doing that
kind,
punishment
please.
today because we have some punishments already. But we'd love your ideas so we can start building a database of that, right? Right.
Yes.
Super.
Definitely.
The second thing, one way you can be involved at home is, so, for example, maybe next week, not this week, but Tina, you lost, so can you stand up and come over here for a moment, please? Okay.
Dun, dun,
So maybe there's one week where we let the winner at home, so in this case it was it Charlie?
Yeah, this week was Charlie, I believe.
So we would say, hey, Charlie, you won this week. You can either swap out the person that gets punished.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can
do
save
that.
Tina.
Charlie.
Or
Absolutely not.
don't do it. Or you can pick the punishment.
Don't
off
do
the
that.
list
No,
we have.
hold on.
Tim, what do we have down there for today?
Well, Joey, we have some Jergens instant sun tanning.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I am
boy.
very bad.
So-
Deep bronze color, so that'll be real nice.
We could do a design on her face or dots or
That
just
would be
literally half of her face.
Fun.
And then to keep up
As
with the
a
beauty
teacher.
theme, we have some wax ready strips by Nair
Oh.
that will take care of that unwanted
So eyebrows. We
or
could
the,
do eyebrows.
or the wanted hair for that matter.
I
like
finally
the
got
entire
them.
eyebrow.
They're perfect right now, though. I really
Okay.
don't.
What about nostrils?
mess
Do those
with
work
that.
for inside the nose?
We could figure
Wait,
out.
hold on. I think you guys have to sit down because your mic. Were you coughing?
Joey,
Wait.
He was coughing.
Wait a second.
get him.
You are sick. All right, listen. Just for fun, Charlie, who would you switch? Would
Joey,
you switch
this,
Tina
this
out?
says the results
Yes, he
last
would
for 8
because
weeks.
he cares about me.
Would you switch Tina out for somebody else on this stage to get punished? Sean, are we able to see his comments or is it?
Charlie says,
What?
Am I on? Charlie says, I am so confused. Charlie?
Okay, here we go. Charlie, next week, if you win, you can switch Tina out for somebody else. This week, we can't because we just threw this together. So, should we give you the punishment, or did you actually lose?
I did
I don't-
actually
All right.
think there's some
lose.
cheating
But
going
I
on.
think that Charlie should choose someone else
Wait,
on
I
stage.
think,
What did Tim
I
just
think
say?
there was some cheating going on by like the
Tim?
creator of the game was playing the game.
Sean! Sean, it's a
Listen.
setup! Tina, it's up to you. Do you want
sitting
Sean to get
down.
punished?
Yes, I do.
All right, Sean, I'm sorry. Listen, you can just stay seated because I don't know how else to do this.
Okay, I'll get comfy.
Tim, I'm gonna need your help.
right,
Wait, Charlie, if your comments are working, I want you to pick. Should we instant tan Sean, or should we wax Sean's sideburns or eyebrows? I'd say mustache. You do have a little bit of a mustache. Or should we wax his mustache or something? We need your comments.
I've been
on
growing
if
this
we
for
should tan
years.
him or wax his face of some sort.
Listen,
Do
Charlie,
we have a comment?
you just gave us your address to deliver a pizza. I will find your house, okay?
Don't be a
I will
weirdo,
find you.
Sean.
Charlie says wax his mustache.
Wax his mustache. All right, we're gonna need your help. All right,
Yes.
Tina, can you get this open? Start reading the instructions. Matt, can you cue some of that music a little bit behind us as we get ready to punish Sean live? Are you? Wait. We can't go on with this. I mean, unless you're 100% okay. I mean, you have to tell everyone if you're okay with this.
I'm sick, so you might not want to touch me. Okay, just wax it. Just wax
Not
it.
if you're sick. I meant if you're okay with us waxing something. I don't want. I'm suing Joey.
And I can't sue Brook Life because I work here. You can wax my face, but not an eyebrow.
How about an eyebrow?
Not an
I'm just
eyebrow.
kidding. Wait,
Absolutely not an eyebrow.
Whoa, we're going full-fledged? Tim, you're gonna have to hold down his arm. All right, we can sanitize later. Should we do half the mustache?
6 feet.
Should we leave
not
just the
6 feet.
center? Should we leave just the center?
No, not the Hitler stash.
That's
No,
part of the fun,
no,
Sean.
I'm Filipino, not German.
Ripping your shirt.
Oh,
Just don't rip the pants.
Modesty.
Close your legs. All right. Tina, do you not understand how to do it?
if my wife is watching,
I
turn
did
it off.
not.
Don't watch this.
Read the directions. So we'll see how this goes.
Wait.
Sean,
You
your
didn't
marriage,
read the directions?
Your marriage is already in shambles.
My marriage is in shambles.
All right, here we go.
My dogs are trying to eat me. This is just even worse.
How long does it have to stay on for?
It's
Just stick it on, Tina. Just stick it on there.
It's the anxiety of it that's killing me.
Just a part of it or the whole thing?
Half of it. What are you doing? No, not half. You got the whole thing.
Two and a half.
Oh no. Oh, it sticks. Mom.
Joey, would you like to do the
How long do you leave it on for?
I don't know.
It
Just rip
smells
it
like
off.
cinnamon and like the Lysol that you
It
just
doesn't
sprayed
say
on
how
my
long to
face.
leave it on for?
It does. I just didn't read it
Is
yet.
it like a minute or 30?
Oh, don't. Oh, don't. No, Joey, no.
Hold on, I'm too wet from the sanitizer. I'm going to try it now, and if it's not good enough, we'll have to do it again later. Here we go.
3,
2,
2, 1.
It's so bad! Oh, there's blood! Am I bleeding?
All right. Oh, we got to transition out of here. Nice job, Sean. Thank you. Oh, man. We're totally fired. All right. We're going to segue out of this. Thank you guys for being with our very first week of doing this new Student Life Live thing. Check out this video so that you know what to do next.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight for Student Life Live. We are so glad that you are here, and don't leave yet because we do have small groups coming up in just a moment. Our leaders are fantastic, and they have volunteered to help lead these virtual small groups for you guys. So don't leave. I'll tell you how to get into them in just a second. But first, I want to let you know what's happening over the next few weeks in student life to help you guys stay connected, because that's important in this kind of time where we can't be together at the building, but that we can still be together through the computer. So on Monday nights, middle schoolers are going to have a live group hangout at 6:30, and then on Tuesday nights we'll do a live group hangout for high schoolers at 6:30, and those will be taking place on our social media. So keep an eye on our Facebook page, which is Brook Life Students, and our Instagram, which is Student Life 262, for more information about those and for when those are coming. And then on Wednesday nights at 6:30, we're going to be having a live game night. So again, check social media to join in on that. Thursday night's going to be really cool. We're going to do this show called The Socially Distant Show, and it's going to be hosted by Joey and Sean and Steven Stoll and a few of our other leaders and guest people throughout the next couple of weeks. So we would love for you guys to jump in on that as well. It's at 6:30 on Thursdays. Again, our social media is really important right now, so make sure that you're following us on Facebook and on Instagram. The last thing is to come back next week at 6:30 for another Student Life Live. We're really excited. We've got this great series happening, so please join us again next week. If you're a student and you guys are ready for your small groups, I'm going to give you a quick explanation of how to get into those. Most of you have already been contacted and told who your leader is going to be. So if you wouldn't mind just clicking on their name in the comments section, it'll take you a link into their group chat for that. And if you haven't already been given a name or contacted by a leader, click on Sean's name and he will help get you into your group for the evening. And we are just so excited. Again, if you guys have questions or are having trouble getting into your groups, please just comment and let us know, and we will do what we can to help you get into that group. We're so glad you were here. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you again next week.